Hey, what's happening? Hope you guys are doing well. This is AJ, student pastor here at Northwood Church. Glad you guys are joining us. This is our second video blog, and this will be picking up as far as week 3 for how people grow. And this week we'll be covering compassion. So we'll actually be doing compassion. Our compassion week next week, the 4th week. This is the 3rd week of our series, and it's our Connect. This would be a typical Connect night, but it's Father's Day, so we are taking a week off from the Avenue. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there who may be watching this. If any parents or leaders are watching this, and you guys are dads, happy Father's Day to you. And we're glad you guys are joining us. We're going to be going over compassion, like I said. That's our 4th week. That's basically our week where we serve. We probably won't be meeting at the extension on Sunday at 6:30 when we do that. We could be. Your group cluster may be doing that. This whole new format is gonna cause us to be in better communication with our small group leaders, with you, and with parents, and everybody just kind of being in better communication until we kind of get in the groove of knowing what's going on here. So we are going to be looking at compassion just for a few minutes today and what that means. We all know that we have been shown this amazing amount of compassion by Jesus. The most amazing compassion, glimpse of compassion that we could ever be shown was by God through the work of Jesus Christ, giving us and providing us with grace so that we could be God's adopted children because of the work of Jesus Christ on the cross. And He loved us so much that He gave up His own life so that we may have eternal life and that we may have a purpose in this life that we live right now. And something that we just want to go over right now with you is this thought that in the book of Mark, in chapter 12, it actually says, Jesus is saying here, He's giving off these 2 commandments. And he first says how we should love the Lord our God with our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And then the second commandment He gives us has to do with what we're talking about today, compassion. He says, and you should also love your neighbor as yourself. And a lot of conversation has been going on about this verse. It's Mark 12:31. He says that we should love our neighbor as ourself. Well, a lot of conversation has been going on about this, and who is our neighbor? Who should we love as ourselves? Is this the person who maybe lives next door to us across the street, what we typically think of as our neighbor? Or is it anyone that we may have the possibility to come in contact with? We now have the possibility to contact everyone in the world almost, just from being right in front of a computer screen, the way I am right now. We have the ability to Skype, to iChat, to fly across the world, to travel. We have the opportunity to come in contact with so many people. So maybe the question isn't who is our neighbor, but how we should be showing compassion to everyone that we have a possibility to come in contact with. How should we be loving our neighbors as ourselves? Well, at NSM, what we're going to be doing over these next couple of months as we get into this, we're going to be helping you every month, really, as we dive into this compassion week on the 4th week typically of each month. Sometimes it'll switch just due to scheduling things. If we have a scheduling difference, or if we have a planned kind of event that we are all going to serve in that way, such as like a project backpack or turkey outreach, those will be compassion weeks where they're kind of already set in motion because of the planning on the scheduling into that. But we've got tons of things going on and tons of opportunities, tons of connections with different ministries and different people and ways you can serve. So what we're going to be doing is planning that, helping you guys get equipped so you can have the best week of service, so where you can serve any neighbor that you come in contact with, whether that's a fellow Christian, whether that's someone who's in the church that may need just a hand, they may be an elderly person, they may be a widow, they may need help moving some things. I know I'm in the process of moving into my house, so this is kind of why I'm getting this video out to you guys a little late this week. We've been moving all weekend. So if you guys know of someone in the church that's moving, that may be a ministry just to help them move. And then maybe they don't have they can't lift things, or they don't have enough money to help have somebody move their stuff, a moving company. That's when the church can come along and help that person. Or maybe they can't mow their lawn. You can help that elderly or that widow, or just you can help that person who may be disabled and not able to do that. If you hear about that in the church, you can do those things. You can also you can help fellow Christians out. Just serve them, show compassion to them. But you can also go outside the walls of the church and serve others too. So you can serve inside the church, you can serve at different services, but you can also, what we're going to do is serve as a small group, and we can meet the needs of the congregation locally here at Northwood Church. We can serve people within our congregation. We can also go out and serve in different areas. We've got connections at the East Cooper Community Outreach. We've got connections at the North Charleston Dream Center. We know some people over at the Low Country Food Bank, the Palmetto House, Crisis Ministries, Alston Lake Apartments, where we did Rock the Block. We already made some connections and established some relationships there. Also, a link setup is a good way to serve within the church. If your group cluster wants to go over and help set up the link, that's an amazing ministry that's been going on Sunday mornings at 10, and they set up usually on Saturdays at 9. That's a good opportunity to serve. Also, we do Project Backpack, of course, and then Turkey Outreach. Then we're going to be getting involved with Operation Christmas Child and some Christmas boxes this year. And but there's tons of opportunities. There's nursing homes around. There's ways to get in touch with Compassion International, with World Vision, sponsoring a child, serving in so many different areas. Maybe it's just simply writing someone a letter, or sending some supplies overseas, gathering together as a small group to get some supplies and send them overseas to maybe someone in Haiti, or maybe write a letter to someone in the military who's serving and you just want to show your appreciation. But we want to show compassion to everyone around us, show the compassion that Jesus had for us. We want to show that compassion to this world, and we want to do that by loving our neighbors as ourselves. There are tons of steps to do this, but we want to incorporate this along with the community that we talked about last week. We want to incorporate both those things into the DNA of who Northwood Student Ministry is, and we want to do that by actually doing it. I know that sounds like a revolutionary idea, but we actually want to do that by actually doing it. So we're going to start doing these things, these acts of compassion on the 4th week of the month typically. Remember, unless the scheduling is a little different that time. But that's what we're going to do. So if you have any questions about it, contact us. Your small group leader will be in touch with you and your parents about what the schedule is for next week. You may meet up here at 6:30 Sunday regular time, or you may serve on Saturday morning or Sunday after church as a small group cluster. So just let us know if you have any questions. You guys know how to get in touch with me. Easiest way is either aj@northwoodstudents.com or ajrankin@northwoodassembly.com. Also, you can just give me a call here at the office. My number is 764-2272. That's my extension here at the office. You can give me a call there if you have any questions at all. But we want you to be in touch with your small group leaders. So give them a call. Have a great week serving this upcoming week, the 4th week of the month of June. And we're going to tie this whole series together when I have a video blog for you guys next week going over Celebrate and what that looks like. So stay tuned. We've already gone through Connect, Community, Compassion, and next we'll be celebrating this series, the 4th and final week of How People Grow. All right, guys. See you next time. Bye.